Hello and welcome to English Classes TV Shows Explained.
Hello.
So today we're looking at Family Guy Series 1, Episode 1, and this video is going to be about the plot. Yeah, what happened in the episode. Okay, so the first scene we have, the first important scene we have is with the family in the kitchen, and we're finding out a little bit about the family. So what does Meg want? What does Meg want and what does it tell us about her personality?
Well, we get to know that Meg is, she's a student of a high school.
Yeah.
And she's typical.
She's a high school student.
She's a high school student, typical student. She's worried about her appearance.
She's worried.
She's worried about her appearance and stuff like this. And in the very first episode, she tells us that she's dreaming about lips operation.
Yeah, she wants
surgery. I mean,
she wants surgery. She wants to have lip implants. She wants to have collagen injections to make her lips bigger. Okay, what about Stewie? What is Stewie doing in the first episode?
It's okay. We talked about Stewie a little bit in a previous video. Yeah. So Stewie is a little baby, but he's very clever, and he wants to dominate the world. So we can see that he's very evil, and he has like a toy. It's like a gun. It's a
mind control ray, I believe.
Yes, something like this. For me, it's a gun. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's threatening everyone, and
he hates his mother as well. Lois. Yeah. He dislikes Lois, and he calls her an infernal woman.
I think that in some point in later episodes, he says that it was because he was very comfortable inside her uterus. So he's basically pissed off because he was born, right?
Yeah. Okay, and then what's the first thing that's going to happen? Where is Peter going?
Peter is going to stay with his friends.
He's going to a stag party, yeah?
Oh yeah, stag party. And Lois is not very happy about it, so he asked him to promise... She asked him to promise her...
Yes?
That he would not drink any alcohol, that he of course did. But he wouldn't keep his promise.
Yeah, so he promised not to drink any alcohol, but he goes to the stag do and we see him drinking a lot of alcohol.
Yes, the thing is that he's with his friends and they want to have watch a porn movie.
Yeah.
That is very funny. It's called Casablanca.
Yeah.
But on the tape there is a program about Statue of Liberty.
The Statue of Liberty.
So they decide that they will drink alcohol until she's hot.
Yeah.
So he has 37 beers.
Yeah.
And next day he has terrible hangover.
Yeah, he falls asleep on the kitchen table and he has a big hangover. And then he goes to work, and what happens at work?
He works as a supervisor in a toy factory.
Yeah, he works quality control. He has to make sure that none of the toys are dangerous for the kids.
Yeah, so he falls asleep, and we can see He falls asleep, and we can see that many objects like knives or cables, comically dangerous objects. Yeah, they pass through his control on this. How do you call
conveyor belt?
Yes.
They pass through on the conveyor belt. They pass his quality control. Yeah. So what happens to Peter then?
Peter is fired.
Peter is fired
from his job, and he tries to find another, but it's quite difficult. It's a very funny scene.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't tell Lois about that he lost his job because he's ashamed of it.
Yeah. So then he decides to go and get welfare. So he gets money from the government unemployment benefit. Yeah. And what happens with his unemployment benefit? What's the mistake that's made there?
They made a mistake giving him wrong amount of money. Apparently they give him very big money.
They give him a lot of money.
A lot of money.
They give him a large amount of money.
He becomes rich.
He becomes rich.
Rich.
Instead of $150, he gets $150,000, which means they can live like kings, live a very rich lifestyle.
Like a very extravagant lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly.
So then half of episodes actually is we can see extravagances that they buy and acquire and
they buy like they get a moat and things like that.
Yeah.
which keeps the Black Knight at bay. Okay, then Lois finds out, and she is angry. Yeah, and then Peter and Brian, they end up in prison, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, and then so they go to prison, presumably awaiting trial, and then it goes to court. And how in the end, at the end of the episode, do they not end up going to prison permanently?
Do you remember this toy that we were talking about that Stevie has? So Stewie. He goes to prison, and with his toy he helps them to get out.
Yeah, it's a mind control ray, and he uses it on the judge, and he fires it at the judge, and the judge changes his mind and decides to let them free.
Happy end.
And it's a happy ending. Okay, that's it for today for the plot. So join us again for the next video, which is going to be vocabulary, words and phrases, and idiomatic expressions. Okay, bye bye.
See you.